What's up, everybody? Thank you for joining your boy. It's your boy Marquise on another episode of Buy That Toy. Welcome to my top 10 figure list for 2024. That's right, we finna get in. We're gonna do the top 10 figures that I purchased in 2024. Now, maybe some of these came out a few years ago, but this is when I got them. This is when I was able to open them, and we're gonna talk about them on the top 10 list. Now, real quick, just so you understand how I'm doing my top 10 list, it's not just the top 10 figures in terms of what I'm thinking about them. I'm also going to weigh in the price that I paid for them in terms of whether or not they're on my list or not. Some of these figures I got at a relatively good price, and to me that added to the fun factor. So I want to make sure that I include that and make sure that you all understand the price points for some of these figures and why I think that they are a good buy, if you will. A lot of them will be at regular price, but some are special price figures that we found on clearance, and they were a little more fun than I thought they would be. A couple other things, I'm definitely going to have an honorable mention list. You know, when you buy as many figs as we do, you just don't have room for all of them in the top 10. The top 10 is the top 10 for a reason. So I'm going to put together my list, show you my top 10, and yeah, we'll go through it, man. Let me know what you think, man. Were any of these figures on your top 10 list? Some of these will be repeat brands. I didn't buy enough figures to where I'm going to do a top 10 Marvel Legends and then a top 10 G.I. Joe and a top, no, I didn't do all that. I spent enough money on toys, right? So I'm not doing top 10 for every line, every line that's out there. These are just my top 10 based on what I spent, man. And I hope you enjoy it. Let me know what you think. All right, let's jump into it. Okay, guys, the first honorable mention spot for me goes to a pair of guys who are in two respective 2-packs. Now, either one of these guys very easily could have been on the figure of the year list, but I think they were probably left off of my individual list because I had to buy 2-packs to get them, and both of the figures came with other figures that I didn't want, respectively. I didn't need the Logan, Wolverine, didn't carry anything for that one, and the Kate Batman that came with Bane was fine, but I really bought the 2-pack for the Bane. But both of these figures individually, I love. If you can find them on their own, grab them. I think they're great figures, had some great fun posing them and setting them up. These were wonderful figs, so honorable mentions. Paid full price for both of them in their respective 2-packs, but I absolutely love these guys. All right, guys, this is where my first real struggle came at in terms of what I was going to leave off of my top 10 figure of the years or top 10 buys of the year list. These three right here, these guys were amazing. I got that Jack-o'-lantern, which is a throwaway villain in Spider-Man to me. I got him for 12 or 15 bucks. I think it was $12. I found him 50% off, and I was surprised at how much fun I had posing this guy. If you haven't gotten that Jack-o'-lantern, he's probably one of the best figures to purchase. He's not very popular, but that figure was amazing. Great fun posing this guy. Ben Reilly Spider-Man, paid regular price for him, didn't mind at all. The $24.99 price point for what you can do with this guy, man, he felt amazing. But then there's Metalhead from the G.I. Joe line. I know I only paid about $15 for him. I was surprised to find him at that price. Him with the flyers, the missiles coming out. He looks so good, guys. What you can do with him, the interchangeable heads, the guns, like all of that stuff makes him an easy contender for buys of the year. He would probably be number 11, but he just missed the cut considering the price at which I got him for. But these three guys, phenomenal figures. If you can pick them up, I would definitely go out and buy those toys. So my number 10 buy of the year is Corporal High on the Hog, the nacelle fig, the reproduction of the Barnyard Commandos. My heart is in retro and nostalgia figs, and so when I look at this guy, I just get that tingly sensation for how much I loved Barnyard Commandos when I was a kid. Again, with the price point being important to me in terms of my buys, I only paid $15 for this guy. I would have loved to have bought him at the regular price, but I figured I could get him on sale and got him on sale. And I love him for $15. This is easily one of my top 10 figs. It poses well. There's new articulation apart from what you had in the original figures. You've got wonderful accessories that come along with these guys, and they look so good on the shelf. There was a lot of work put into this line of figs, and I love it so much. So for $15, for me, this definitely cracks my type 10. Corporal high on the hog. You want to talk about being surprised when you open up a fig? My number 9 fig, the TMNT Cinder Patrol Bot from the NECA TMNT line of the Last Ronin action figures, was a huge surprise for me. This figure came in at $24.99 for me, about $10 off the MSRP, but this figure feels amazing. The joints feel good, the accessories that go along with it feel good, and the different head and hand sculpts, and the different things that come along with the figure just feel amazing. We love the main line figures in a lot of our stores, but we forget about those cannon fodder guys. Sometimes you just need somebody for your figures to beat up on, and this is the perfect pick. I'm hoping to find a couple of more of these guys at this price, but for $24.99, the way it poses and articulates and the way that this particular figure can move, it felt really good. And I love this pickup for $24.99. One of my top 10 figs at number 9, the TMNT Last Ronin Cinder Patrol Bot. Now, if you know anything about me, you know I love symbiotes. And Carnage from Absolute Carnage, or Venom Let There Be Carnage, this mega fig is one of my favorite figs of the year at number 8. I paid regular price for this guy, the regular MSRP, and I did not mind it one bit. He's a big, beefy, buff figure with plenty of accessories that just make him feels like a premium purchase. And this particular figure, unlike the other one, have the claws and tendrils just busting out of his back. And I love that. So even at regular price, Absolute Carnage, or Carnage from Let There Be Carnage, he comes in at number 8 for me. My number 7 fig is Ghost Rider. This one right here was amazing. Again, I paid regular price for this guy, but once again, I absolutely did not mind it. For him to come with the bike and the chain and then the fire accessories, you love what you get with a figure like this. Hey, Marvel Legends truly outdid themselves with this one. And the only reason it's probably not higher is simply because of the price point. But I don't mind the fact that I paid regular price for him. Love this figure, and if you get the opportunity, grab this representation of Ghost Rider. It'll look great on your shelf, and he definitely sets off the ability to really start that Midnight Suns line. Number 7, Marvel Legends Ghost Rider. My number 6 fig is again a regular price fig, and that is Superior Spider-Man from Marvel Legends. This is easily one of my favorite figs of the year. You want to talk about excitement when I saw this guy on the shelf. The amount of fun that I've had posing this guy with his arms that support him and his hands and the way that they did the face and all of that, this was a really fun fig. MSRP $24.99, probably going to be difficult to find that guy on sale, but I love him so much and he's a great fig to add to any Spider-Man shelf. My number 6 fig, Superior Spider-Man from Marvel Legends. My number 5 buy of the year is a figure I'm really surprised that I like as much as I did. And that's Belly Bomb from the TMNT NECA line. This figure was so much fun. There's articulation in places that you didn't think you wanted it to be, but you have fun posing this guy anyway. His mouth and his belly opens up, the eye rolls around, and the little guy just looks so cool on the turtle shelf with his little crane brain. That figure is amazing. Regular price $34.99. Again, that's what I paid for it, but I love the purchase point of this guy. It's a unique figure with a unique build, and it adds a lot of fun to a shelf. I picked this guy up. That's TMNT's NECA Belly Bomb. K-Mo of the Isles is my number 4 fig. This line from Savage Crucible was one of the most enjoyable lines that I started in this year. This figure is amazing. His skin feels like real alligator reptilian skin. You can feel the scales. It articulates as well as any figure that I've had, and the weapons are amazing. I paid $49.99 for this guy at a convention, but I don't mind one bit. I love the newer lines that are coming out from your not famous or big line guys right now, and I don't mind paying a premium for premium figs, and this one definitely fits that bill. If you haven't started the Savage Crucible line, I'd highly encourage you to check it out. My number 4 fig is Camo of the Isles from Savage Crucible. Now my number 3 buy of the year is my foray into the 4 Horsemen Cosmic Legion line. This figure is amazing. All the stuff that you get for what you pay for this figure easily makes it a top 10 buy. You get hands, you get weapons, you get heads, you get details in the articulation and sculpting that you just don't find in the line that you'll run in Walmart and Target and pick up. This figure came in for me at about 35 bucks because I found it on a Black Friday sale, but I would definitely not be opposed to paying full price for more Cosmic Legions. As a matter of fact, you'll probably be seeing more on my channel soon. I love this fig, and this is easily one of my buys of the year. If you haven't jumped into the 4 Horsemen line, start those Cosmic Legions, because these things are amazing. My number 2 buy of the year is Jada Toys M. Bison. At $24.99, you couldn't ask for more figure. This thing is phenomenal. If you notice, the wired cape actually stays posed with the figure to look like he's descending from the heavens. Jada Toys is knocking it out of the park with these action figures. As a matter of fact, you could replace M. Bison with any of the Street Fighter figures that have come out this year, and it would all be acceptable. There's not a bad one, from Dalzine to Guile to Chun-Li. All of these figures have been phenomenal. I only included M. Bison because of the cape, and this one makes this one stand out. But Dalzine has extendable arms and legs. All of the Jada figures are amazing, and at $24.99, the price point is phenomenal. If you haven't started this line and you remember Street Fighter back in the day like I do, I'd encourage you to check it out. But this is my number 2 buy of the year, M. Bison from Jada Toys. When it comes to buy of the year and figure of the year, for me, it's not even close. It's Agent Venom and Agent Anti-Venom from Revoltech CT Toys, which I ordered from AliExpress. These guys, I don't know how much they retail for them normally, but I paid less than $20 for each fig. $17.99 for the Agent Venom and $16 or $14.99 for Agent Anti-Venom. These figures are amazing. You get a ton of accessories and guns, different heads to go along with the figures. The eyes are replaceable. The hands are replaceable. They pose so well. You couldn't ask for more from an action figure. And at less than $20 a piece, with what you can do and the representation that you have for Agent Venom and Anti-Venom, these are easily my buys of the year. If you haven't checked these guys out on AliExpress, assuming they're still available, I'd highly encourage you to buy them. You won't be disappointed. There you have it, guys. Those were my buys of the year. There were a few honorable mentions, and you saw those, but you saw my top 10 buys. I would love to hear from you. Let know what you thought about my list, and tell me your list. What are some figs that you bought that you love? That's what I love from this particular year. I'm excited about what's to come in 2025, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you all more. Remember to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, follow us over on Instagram, and until next time, everybody, peace.